Episode 9 is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really curious about for this movie is exactly who is going to be the Star Wars couple in the sequel trilogy. Now, in The Force Awakens, it was basically set up to be both Rey and Finn, where at the very end of that film, it was pretty much said that they were just friends at that point. Then in The Last Jedi, we had the whole Kylo Ren and Rey dynamic, where at the very end of that movie, it made things confusing as to what's going to happen for the future of those two characters when Kylo Ren states to Luke that he will destroy her. So now that J.J. Abrams is back and bringing a close to the Star Wars sequel trilogy, a lot of people are wondering about Reylo. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with Kylo Ren and Rey and a big Reylo moment in Episode 9. Specifically, a description of both Rey and Kylo Ren standing in front of each other in between a lightsaber duel. It's described that Ben Solo is holding Anakin's lightsaber that is ignited, where it's said a conversation between the two begins. It's described that Rey is exposing Kylo's feelings for her, that she feels that Kylo and that he knows that he has love for her. However, it's described that Kylo reveals that he does have feelings for Rey, however views love as a weakness that will only hold him back. It's said to be a conflicting moment in between the major lightsaber duel between both Kylo and Rey. So the part that I find very intriguing for sure is that it's described that Kylo reveals that he does have feelings for Rey and views love as a weakness, and Rey is exposing Kylo Ren's feelings for her. So the thing here is this: we do know that J.J. Abrams is bringing back the Reylo dynamic in the Star Wars franchise, something that was really started, I guess you could say, in pretty much, entirely in The Last Jedi by Rian Johnson. So now that's transferring over into Episode 9 in its own unique way by JJ. We've heard this before in the past, that J.J. Abrams is going to change the concept of Reylo and what it really means, this relationship between the two characters. Again, like I say, I totally understand that some people out there are for Reylo and or against it. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not quite sure how they will be able to accomplish this with all the obstacles. We do know that Kylo Ren is an individual who killed his own father. One of the most favorite characters in Star Wars history, Han Solo. So I'm not quite sure how they're going to go about doing this Reylo thing in Episode 9, but we'll have to wait and see. I think that the best way to go about doing this is the new threat in Episode 9 is going to be a great segue in order to really make Kylo Ren open his eyes a little bit more and see the bigger picture of life and pretty much reunite with Rey and pretty much team up with her and go up against Vector Ritsu, that name of the new villain in Episode 9. So, with that being said, alright, this whole entire sequence in between the lightsaber duel between the two, it's a pause, right? We always love pauses in a lightsaber duel where we get that nice little discussion, a little conversation between both characters. In this scenario, Kylo Ren is holding Anakin Skywalker's blue ignited lightsaber, and this does match directly up with what we heard a couple of days ago about the major lightsaber duel featuring where both Rey and Kylo Ren are using opposite lightsabers, and that's going to be quite stunning to see on the big screen, let me tell you. So him holding the blue lightsaber while it's ignited, talking to Rey about his feelings for her, and that Rey is actually exposing his feelings for her, and how he views love as a weakness, but it is there. There is something there between both Kylo Ren and Rey. So what I find very intriguing about it all is that Kylo Ren is suppressing the feeling of love in Episode 9 in order to not get pulled back to the light, in order to not hold him back in this movie. So I think that that's J.J. Abrams' way of using the concept of Reylo and transferring that in a sense where it can really make it a real conflicting moment in between the major lightsaber duel in Episode 9. So what do you guys think about Reylo in this movie? What do you think about Bendemption / a Kylo Ren redemption arc? Do you think that Kylo deserves to be redeemed in this movie? And do you think that Reylo should be a thing in the Star Wars universe? Like I say, I know some people are for it, some people are not for it, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their opinions. As for me, I'm a little mixed. I really don't know how I feel about it because, well, I mean, there are obstacles, like I said, him killing his own father, how he has killed countless people. Yes, Darth Vader got redeemed, but to me, Kylo Ren killing his own father is really way up there. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about all of this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.